One of the most debated and argued topics of the most recent century. Does God exist or not? I am here to silence the quarrel, because to me and the wise, there is no debate. There are differing positions towards the subject. The atheists and scientists cannot see with their eyes or instruments. The religious cannot see, as they conform to what a book has told them, without having went through the mental prerequisites to come to such a realization, and claim a belief in God when it should be a certainty. The agnostics believe it is an unknowable phenomena which reasoning cannot grasp, and the remaining aren't motivated to pursue the question and are left with uncertainty for all the days of their life. People claim it's true, or not true, but have no proof. But I do. Let me be the one who has labored for the truth, be the one to tell you and how I was able to see it. Once you see it, it is an unalterable sight. Once you see it, it cannot be unseen. I have never doubted it after I saw it. It cannot be doubted after being seen. It is the supreme truth. I will take you on the mental journey that our ancestors went on, that led to the knowing of a creator. It was by paying attention to nature that God was made seen, because through nature was God's intelligence made manifest. And that's why no one knows today, because we are far from nature in our many distractions of modern life. In summary, if you do not know nature, you cannot know God. People look around and cannot see God, nor by expectation of intervention where suffering is present. But God is not seen with the eyes. God is seen with the mind. Nature was my church for many years, and I still attend when my religiousness is high. I would always go into the woods alone in a quiet spot and sit down and seek wisdom and come out of the woods more the wise. Over time, as I looked deeply into nature and its processes and operations, I slowly started to realize that there was great intelligence involved in all the works of life. As I began to understand life, my intellect came into agreement with what was. It was like looking at my own reflection, the little mind sharing resemblance to the greater mind. I began to realize that there are boundaries in life, that life is fragile and has to be kept within certain parameters, and is, and that it would be impossible for life to come together with such precision and diligence without forethought, without something that already had the blueprint for a creation of life and motion. And so, I came to the conclusion that there is too much intelligence in life for it to be absent it. How can you say there is no creator when the intelligence involved in life far exceeds our own? If man, the most intelligent thing on this planet, is not capable of understanding or replicating the biological miracle that is himself, or even a simple plant, then it's obvious something else did. Don't overthink it. And I'm not suggesting things poofed into existence. By whatever process, it was guided by intelligence. If man is unable to transmute unorganized matter into living organization, then how is an ignorantly accused, mindless nature able to do so? How is a simple plant able to do what man cannot? All life is animated by intelligent powers, and it was this same sight that looked deep into nature that gave birth to the phenomena of a creator, or at least an intelligence that exists far beyond our own, that is responsible for the order and miracles of life. Intelligence gives way to order, and order is harmony, and that's why it can be said that all life is animated by intelligent powers. The order and harmony of your own body is sustained by an invisible intelligence. Now, how matter became organized and animated and became everything that it is up for debate. But the following is the truth. Only intelligence can recognize intelligence. Man is endowed with reason, and reason is responsible for the decisions of creation. So once man uses reason, he can make visible the grand intelligence that went into the design of life. Intelligence is the framework from which matter is arranged, sustained, organized, and ordered. The following sentence proves the existence of God. Order is a product of mind. And where is there not order in life? Would you say alchemy is an ability of intelligence? You should say yes. And does not the vegetation, animal, or human perform alchemy on a daily basis, transforming one form of matter to another? Intelligence is also in cells, where everything knows its place and duty among the rest, keeping such a biological miracle alive every day. It is in water, carrying things, then through evaporation, purifying the water of what it once carried, then forming clouds, bringing the ocean to the land, being squeezed out and watering the gardens of life. It is in the fungus and soil-dwelling creatures that take the dead and return them into usable potential for something to rise out of once again. It is in nature's balance, distributing the right amounts of things and keeping all things in check. It is in the ecosystem, as its harmony is not maintained by the conscious intelligence of the creatures, but of one encompassing them. It is in everything. When something falls, another rises to take its place. Everything moves in a circle. Nature is eternal in its design, and only something of a glorious and unmatched intelligence could create this. Once you begin to take little bites of the intelligence in life, you are stupefied at how complex and astounding it is. Life is not a rare accident. It was intentional. This is clear to the one who understands life, because he sees life was a thoughtful creation. The more you learn, the more you think you know nothing. For me, what further reinforced my knowing of a creator and the existence of invisible and hidden things was direct experience through naturally occurring altered states of consciousness, where I have had visions, experienced extreme sensations that life cannot stimulate to such a degree. I have spoken and interacted with the dead, and had many encounters with differing types of entities who have a life beyond matter, and this proves there is life beyond the physical. But this topic will be delved into in another video. Many may then ask, if you have proven God exists, and that there is an assembly of light that sustains life, a source of cosmic good, why are we left to suffer? Because we don't understand life nor God. Notice this. I have said there is a conscious intelligence animating all forms of life. But what you must realize is that this intelligence continues to sustain every life and body unconditionally, even those who are considered by us evil. Therefore, evil is just as much at home as good, if not more. We are left alone to face the struggles of the world, and many times without mercy. God or our prayers will not save us, unless you consider your intellect the voice from above, your Savior, because intelligence can remove us from the error of mistake. The Creator could have probably made a utopia, but didn't, you must ask why. We must understand, evil or darkness in life exists by necessity of its ingredients, for a creation to provide motion and work, so that there is not nothingness, not because of a cruel God. We need darkness just as much as light, because it provides an in-between called space, where all things move to one end or the other. Life is both terrible and wonderful. The only good on earth, at least as a physical entity, is in our mind, and we will suffer life until we become intelligent, so that harmony and order may be brought into the world. So we cannot blame God and the light for ignoring our pleas. We just do not understand life. And it is indeed a dark place without the light inside man, when not brought into the world. And in most cases, man is the cause of his own suffering. And unfortunately, ignorance is a shared wound. It would seem then that the Christian claim that humanity is to bring heaven on earth isn't so far-fetched after all. You may say, what good is it to have faith or know or chase God when we are left alone to the horrors of the world? But let me say this. You have heard the phrase that it is the greatest evil not to know God, yes? Why? Because the search for God is ultimately the search on how to behave, because you submit to intelligent suggestion. And so, a world or society without spirit and or God is always doomed.